Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Sneha and in today's video I am going to talk about something really important, and today I am going to talk about jealousy as an emotion. Now the thing is, we all have felt jealousy to some extent or to some mild level, but sometimes it might get to a pathological situation as well. So when jealousy gets to that extreme level, it is very important to talk about it, and there are some reasons that lead to that jealousy that we are going to talk about now. Before I get into the reasons, it is very important to also acknowledge the fact that there are some toxic people around us who really want us to feel jealous and who intentionally do things so that we feel jealous. It might be directly from a person, or it might be someone else in their life who make you feel jealous about things, which is a very toxic thing to happen to you. Before you blame yourself for getting jealous, it is also very important to register that maybe someone else is trying too hard to make you feel jealous, and at the end of the day, we are all humans and we all fall for such traps, and we might end up feeling jealous and blame ourselves later on. So there are two feelings that are majorly responsible for us to get jealous, and these two are the feeling of inadequacy and the feeling of insecurity. Now you might use these two words interchangeably, but these two are really very different. Now inadequacy is something that is completely directed towards us. It is very inward in nature, and on the other hand, insecurity is completely outward in nature. It is directed towards other people. So inadequacy is all about you, where you feel like you're not good enough, or you have not achieved enough to be loved by someone, or it is just something that is completely about yourself. So on the other hand, insecurity is always about someone else, how much they have achieved, how amazing someone else is. So basically, insecurity is an external threat to your relationship, and inadequacy is an internal threat. So there is this difference between the two. So when you are feeling inadequate, you are blaming yourself and you think that the shortcoming is in you. On the other hand, when you are insecure, the blame usually is shifted to someone else, to a third party, and you are completely blaming that person, and you think that the shortcoming in your relationship is coming from that person, and that's why it gets really bitter. So when a person is jealous because they think that they are inadequate, usually what happens is that their jealousy is in a very silent form. That is, they don't really express it because they are just so much in their shell, and they don't want to express it, thinking that it might also be another inadequacy of them. And on the other hand, because insecurity stems from a third party, you are blaming someone else over here. So your jealousy becomes really loud and you are just very vocal about it, and things get really bitter at the end of the day. The solution to this problem is affirmation. You have to bring affirmative thinking over here, and you have to communicate what you're feeling. So if you are feeling inadequate, you have to tell your partner, or you have to tell your friend that you are feeling like you're not good enough. Then you both have to collectively make it better by telling each other how much you mean to each other, and affirm each other of your feelings about one another as well. With insecurity as well, it is just the same. You have to communicate to your partner and friend that you are feeling insecure, and then you both have to collectively talk over it so that they can affirm you that there is no point in being insecure. Another reason for jealousy is possessiveness and entitlement. Now what is entitlement? You feel that you're entitled to something or someone when a title has been given to you. So it is all about the title that a person has given to you. So when someone calls you their best friend, they are giving you a title. So now you might feel that you are entitled to all of their time, that you're entitled to a lot of things that they might not have really promised to you. Yes, they called you their best friend, but that doesn't really mean that you have entitlement over their life in general. So obviously a title brings in a promise, and if it is a relationship of a husband and wife, so there is a promise attached to that, and that is of commitment. But it is of commitment to be with you, to be happy with you, to share your grief as well. But it does not give you the entitlement, or it does not give you the possession over their life. And if you're thinking that you have that kind of entitlement over their life, then it will turn into a really bitter thing. So you might end up feeling betrayed even when they go out with their friends, or they're having fun with someone else, and it might give you a feeling of great grief and sadness when they do it, because you feel like you are entitled to their life and they are betraying you by not abiding by that promise they did not really make, but you assume that they did. Now, mild possessiveness is present in all kinds of relationship. It does not matter if it is a friendship or if it's a romantic relationship. We all are possessive about the people we love, and I think it is okay to a certain point, because we know that the other person is, scared about losing us, and it makes us feel a little more secure. Some people can be helped and some people cannot be helped. So if you are dealing with someone who can be helped, then please do, and just affirm them how much you love them and make them feel at home. Try to talk to them as much as possible. Do not get into the blame game stuff, because it doesn't really help anyone. And if you really want to solve your problem, the best way is to talk it out and to really tell each other how much you love each other. So when we feel jealous, it's usually about how something can be a threat to our cherished relationship or connection with our loved ones, and we might feel like we can be replaced and that someone else might try to replace us. But that is usually a fear that we have in our mind, and when we talk it out with our partners or with our friends, it just gets really easy for both of us. If it is too difficult for you to talk to your partner directly, first of all, sit down and talk to yourself at least. Write down what are you feeling in your journal, and just think, process and analyze what it is. Why are you being so insecure? What is the reason behind it? Why do you think your feelings are valid, or why do you think these are not valid? To be honest, we all feel jealousy, and yeah, until and unless it is to a pathological extent and it is dangerous, then you need a therapist, and then you really need to solve this problem. And to be honest, no one can help you in that except someone who is an expert in this field. So it is also very important for you to recognize whether you are being jealous on a pathological level or not. I really hope that this video was helpful for you. If it was, then do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a new video, since I post new videos every week. And I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye.